So what is going on, people, and welcome to episode 33 of the Barnsley Career Mode here on FIFA 22. And well, last episode, if you haven't seen it, I implore you to do so, but if you have, you will know that we picked up some decent results, actually. Results that we may not have expected to get, but it could have been so much better. We picked up a 2-0 win over Palace to start with, fairly routine. It was quite a quick game, that one. But then we drew 1-0 away at the Emirates after leading, and my mistake cost us that. And then we blew a 2-0 lead against Man United at home in the last game of last episode. So we are looking to make amends today. And well, we have 4 games for you today. We start with a game away at Leicester before taking on Chelsea at home. We then have Bournemouth away, who are rock bottom in the league. And well, in the last episode, in the last game, we have Brentford at home. I said we would sim the Brentford game, but because Bournemouth are bottom, I'm not too sure. I might sim that one instead and play Brentford, but we'll definitely play the first 2 games. And yeah, we'll choose after that. If we have a look at the Premier League table then, so after 9 games we sit bang in the middle of the table, 10th, 3 wins, 4 draws, 2 defeats, plus 1 goal difference, and we are, well, 2 points off a European spot and 6 points off of relegation. So actually, early doors, it's looking quite good for us. Obviously, on last year's game when we got promoted with Barnsley, the first half of the first season in the Prem was very, very poor, but we managed to turn it around. Anyway, I've rambled on for long enough. Let's go and play this game against Leicester. If you are looking forward to this episode, make sure you pop a like on there for me. And the continued support on this series has been superb. I'm going to try and smash out a load of recording today. As I record this, it's Friday the 24th of June. I go on holiday on Tuesday. So I want to try and get loads recorded ahead so that I can schedule releases while I'm away. That's the plan. So this is the Leicester lineup then for this game. Daniel Everson in goal. Marty, Brooks, Morey and Luke Thomas at the back. Donny van der Beek and Ndidi in midfield. Perez, Chowdhury and Barnes sat behind Daniel Marlon, who is the Premier League's top scorer. Some decent... That can't be Pedri from Barcelona. Surely sat on the bench. Chowdhury playing further up than you would maybe expect. It's a lovely ball there out to Ayoze Perez. Inside to Hamza Chowdhury, goes for that near post. Safanov saves, and actually Styles, well, did well to keep it in. In the end, he's won himself a goal kick, but fairly even start here. We haven't had a shot, of course, but both teams looking to get forward, so hopefully there'll be a bit of action in this game. Arias gives the ball away cheaply though, looking for Hoffman in midfield. And Davis does just about enough. Solai out to Castillejo. Can we hit Leicester on the break? Castillejo into Cutrone. It's a lovely touch. Cutrone, he gets the back of the net. He gets the back of the net. He finds the back of the net is what I'm supposed to say. But it's a lovely counter-attack. A lovely pass from Castillejo. But that touch was so important from Cutrone. It allowed him to get away from Morey. Away from Brooks as well. Strikes across him. If that's Kasper Schmeichel in goal, is that being saved? I'm not too sure. I fancied us when Everson was in goal, and well, we have broken the deadlock against a run of play for certain. But we lead away at Leicester. Indeed, working it towards goal, Leicester. Chowdhury out to Barnes. He's found himself past Arias again. He's doing well, Harvey Barnes, but like, he's getting past his men, but then he's not delivering a final ball. It's Van der Beek, and that's a superb finish. I'll shut up on criticising Harvey Barnes, shall I? He's found the assist, and it's a lovely little goal from Donny van der Beek. Has he sort of flicked this up for himself? He has as well, and it's completely sold Hoffman. The flick sells Hoffman, and he's got a lot of space then to work with, and he's just rocketed it into the back of the net. And that's the sort of, you know, killer instinct that Leicester have lacked so far in this game. Can't believe Pedri signed for Leicester, but you do get some bonkers transfers. And here is Pedri. Needs to get a man out to Morey. Nice little 1-2. I thought that's what they were looking for. But Safanov makes a save from Perez. That is going to be the full-time whistle. 1-0 here at Leicester. Not too bad a result. They actually played pretty well, Leicester, to be fair to them. Didn't create loads of chances, but just held on to the ball nicely. And, well, from that, dominated the game. Arguably, a Leicester win would have been a fair result, but we're happy with the point. So we've made just one change for this game. Keena is in, still rotating between him and Castillo. I'm a little bit nervous for this Chelsea game, although they're not rocketing up the table. They're currently in 6th, so it'll be interesting to see how they fare in this one. But this is how they line up. Pierluigi Galini in goal. James, Militao, Tapsoba, Koulibaly and Chilwell at the back. Christ. Anthony and Havertz sit deep. Mount, Lukaku and Pulisic up top. But you'd probably swap Mount and Anthony. Alphonso Davies, Perrin, Kante, Moreno, Tierney, Bailey, all on the bench. They have a bit of a wonder squad, don't they, Chelsea? How they're sat in 6th, I'm not too sure. But we'll see how we cope. I fear this could turn out very much like the Man City games, and they're playing 5 at the back. They're matching our formation, actually. So it'll be an interesting test. One that, I'm not going to lie, I fear we might fail. Anthony has got space on this right-hand side. Now Lukaku inside to the Brazilian. Havertz commits the defender. It's Pulisic. It's lovely. It's a great save from Safanov. And they, like I said, they're doing exactly what Man City did to us. Just moving the ball around quickly and just not allowing us to get near it. As Catrone there winning the header. Oh, and Pulisic has had a bit of a mare with that, and Keena may be able to cover, although I'm not too sure who this is. Is Reece James, has done superbly well to sort that out. I fancied us maybe with Keena to get through towards goal one-on-one, but James has absolutely dominated that situation, forced him away from goal, and then got the tackle in. It's Mount on this right-hand side for Chelsea. Back to James. Back to Mason Mount. Anthony. And he's giving the ball away there, Mason Mount. And again, a really naughty tackle from Anthony. And he's injured Tom Davies as well. He's going to have to go off. It's going to be a booking for Anthony. But that's twice now that he's made a rash challenge. Oh, okay, Davies. Is Davies going to have to go off? He is, actually. Not ideal for us in that one. I'm actually going to bring Cáceres on in midfield. He needs to watch himself, Anthony. Catrone. Get the ball out here to Solai. And a touch inside. Get away from the defender. Catrone. Trying to have a strike. Catrone forces Galini into a save. It was heading goal bound. Whether it would have found that top corner, I'm not too sure. Galini stopped us from knowing. Ball in. Catrone. Oh, it's actually Hoffman that tries to get on the end of it. Lukaku just hoofs it clear, and that will be half time. And kind of similar to Leicester, really. Chelsea have dominated the ball, I would have said, but actually haven't really done a lot with it. It's only really us. I think Catrone with that long range strike that Galini's had to save. Havertz out to Pulisic. He's got Chilwell on the overlap. Back to the American. It's Lukaku. Finds Mount. Finds Anthony. Unfortunately, that block has put it wide because Safanov had committed to making that save. And it is Anthony that heads off for Kante. A less attacking threat, but certainly still a very good player. And we can get this one away, can we? It's Lukaku with a header, and Safanov, not 100% sure, has to tip that one round the post. Pulisic, oh, it gets past Hoffman with ease. To Havertz. Cáceres tries to get there. Oh, it's a wonderful strike from Kai Havertz and his weaker foot. I thought when he released it that Safanov was going to get there. But actually, the direction on the shot, as good as it was, Safanov just couldn't quite get there. If you want to see this from this angle, it's a good strike from Havertz. Oh, it's gone over the top of Safanov's hand. I thought that he might be able to get there, but he'll want that one again. I'm not going to blame him because he has been superb for us, but a little mistake there from Safanov, and Chelsea have probably a deserved lead, I would say. Gonna have to go out wide here with Cáceres because there's not really many options. Hoffman, little ball, Catrone. He's found the back of the net and we're level against Chelsea. A lovely little intricate goal. I wasn't sure if Catrone was offside, but Hoffman has seen that little space. Catrone makes a good run, just gets past Tapsoba. And the touch as well, not great from Catrone. I thought maybe Galini was going to get there, but he hesitated, the keeper. And actually, going in the opposite corner has wrong-footed him. And well, just that little bit, the little moment that we needed, and we've worked it really well. We're back level. Could we potentially go on and win this game? Still a lot of hard work to do though, so let's not get too ahead of ourselves. Pulisic, Chilwell, Arias again needs to get back. It's a long ball in, and Safanov not 100% sure. He's got enough on it to keep it away from Mason Mount. Although, can we? Oh, I tried to win it first time towards Keena. He was in space down the line, but that is going to be another draw for us, another 1-1 draw. But again, against a good side like Chelsea, and the fact we managed to come back as well. Fairly even game. Chelsea probably having the better of it. I thought they'd have the higher possession stat than that. But like I said, a draw against Chelsea. Hoffman looks like he's improved again. Completed his development schedule. He has moved up to 83. Really lovely to see. And it looks like he might have peaked for this season. Lovely, like stats across the board. But yeah, he may well have peaked, but dynamic potential, might see him continue to improve. How long is Tom Davies going to be out for? 2 months. Dislocated shoulder. It's always so weird in FIFA. He was holding his foot and he's got a dislocated shoulder. I love finding random free agents. 17-year-old Gustavo Velasquez, 78 rated, 21 million. Look at those physicals, man. Only 5'7", right? As a right back, but he can maybe continue to grow if he's still 17. You can't not sign him, do you know what I mean? This is an absolute no-brainer. And he wants $2.5 grand tops. FIFA this year is a madness. Only once rotation, absolutely fine. We'll give him 4 years. Worth £21 million already. Doesn't want a release clause. And he's told us what he wants. Absolutely ridiculous, that. Absolutely ridiculous. He might even come in to be a part of the team, you know. We're not sure. Maybe loan him out. So we've reached the day of the Bournemouth game, and I think I actually am going to play this one. It'd be nice to try and get a win. So we'll play this one, and then we will sim the Brentford game. Sorry for me smashing my controller on the desk there. So this is the Bournemouth lineup then for this one. Akan in goal, Razkazov, Mepham, Cook and Lloyd Kelly at the back. Kilkenny, Pearson and Glenn Middleton in the middle. Cook, Poyampalo and Jaden Anthony up top. Can't say I've heard of Glenn Middleton. Not many options on the bench either. Lewis Cook on the right again, inexplicably. We are playing Keena and Castillejo together. Keena has come in for the injured Tom Davis. Castillejo out on the right. To be honest, I'm not surprised that I was going to say Liverpool then. Bournemouth are struggling with this side. It is a very... Keena done really well out of the blocks there. It is quite a championship level side, this. Of course, we've had our battles with Bournemouth so far in this series. They were the ones that knocked us out of the playoffs at the semi-final stage in Season 2. But we've also had some good results against them as well. I seem to remember, was it last season? We beat them here 4-0. So, with the struggles they're having and with the level of their side, you'd like to think this should be a comfortable win. But knowing us, knowing me, knowing you, bit of ABBA there. Oh, Styles, he's not quite come away with it. He's going to slide to get there. And Bournemouth looks like, I think that said they're the lowest scoring team in the Premier League so far this season. And well, wouldn't it just be their time to score against me? It's a lovely ball from Pavlovic forward. And Arias, just a little one into Solite. Try and get this towards the back stick. Hoffman is there and he wins the header. And Jonas Hoffman, the man who's just grown to 83. Safanov's also grown up as well to 81. But he's going to continue to grow this season. It's a lovely ball from solidy towards the back stick. He gets the better of his man. Akan, very little he can do from point blank range. And our magic German in the middle has given us a 1-0 lead. And well, it puts those nerves to bed of throwing it away against the side we really should be beating. Giving it the smack talk at the start of this one. And well, so far, anyway, we are delivering. Whenever we've played Bournemouth, Lewis Cook has played on this right-hand side. I don't know whether he is a right midfielder, they've trained him to be a right midfielder, or whether it's just FIFA being FIFA. But it's really stupid that he does that sometimes. That's a really well-worked move. Safadov can't hold on to it. Oh my god, Styles is giving it away. Palo. Oh, luckily the fin up top has given that one away and we can break. Castillejo doesn't know which way to turn. I'll have to cut back here. And still not really too sure. We'll find Hoffman. Go for the strike if we can, but it's fairly easy for Akan. There is the break, and we've contended well with Bournemouth. They haven't really offered a lot. One shot. Our XG is not too good, considering we've only had 2 shots, I suppose. But Bournemouth should be doing slightly better, you feel. But, well, we always gifted them an opportunity, but luckily for us, Palo, who, that was interesting from Keena. Little Rabona pass there. Back here to Popov. Anthony just caught the centre-back sleeping. Hoffman does really well, and now the counter is on. There's a ball in here for Catrone. Oh, he tries to go at his near post. I wasn't aiming there, but Akan equal to it. I was aiming for the far post. Not too sure what happened. Solai, oh, tries to get on the end of it. It'll fall to him, and it falls to Castillejo. Oh. Rossi doing really well under pressure there. Hoffman. Catrone is in behind Patrick Catrone, and it's a good save from Akan. Trying to find that bottom corner. Catrone. As Kilkenny trudges off for Jefferson Lerma, who scored that wonder goal in the playoffs. It's a header. Oh, it's from Rossi, but it's gone wide into the final 10 minutes for Bournemouth. If they are going to get something from this game, it needs to be soon. He's got past 1. He can't get past 2. Oh, we've still got a little bit of time. Ivan, whatever you want to call him. Get it forward and get it back. And that is going to kill the game. A 1-0 win, maybe not as convincing as we would have liked. But actually, they reduced our chances, to be fair, Bournemouth. But we got the goal that matters. 50-50 on the ball, but we dominated in terms of shots. So a point, well, 3 points actually. I don't know what I said, but 3 points that I was confident of getting. Moves us nicely up the table as well. Keena, happy that he has been picked. I feel this could be a bit. Glad to hear it, my friend. Really like Domingos Keena. But now we move towards the Brentford game, which will be the simmed game at the end of this episode. So we are at the Brentford game then, and this is their lineup. 5-3-2. Balcom in goal. Roslev, Good, Vizo, Kumbula, Canos left wing back. Janelt, Jensen, Carrascal in the middle, Schick and Dineno. So they've got a couple of decent players in there, Schick and Kumbula for certain. But they are struggling. They've moved down to 18th spot in the league. We are going to keep the same team that just played against Bournemouth. We are going to sim this one. And a 1-1 draw. Schick puts them ahead in the first minute. Hoffman grabs us an equaliser. Really, we should have won that game based on the stats, but unfortunately, that's the way them's fall sometimes. But it is the 1st of December now, and if we have a look at the Premier League table, we are ticking along rather nicely. Some teams ahead of us have a game in hand, but as it stands, after 13 games, we sit in the 7th spot, 19 points. Again, just 2 points off of Europe, with Chelsea ahead of us, but we have played a game more than them, as well as a few teams ahead of us. But 7 draws in the 13 games. I'd rather draw than lose. Hopefully when we get better and when I adjust to Premier League, then we can hopefully turn those draws into wins and be challenging at the top. But it is Man City that lead the way from Arsenal. And then if United still struggling, have a look towards the bottom. Watford, wow. Really, really struggling. Bournemouth have picked up a bit since the start of the episode. And Brentford there as well. So that's how the Premier League table looks at this moment in time in terms of what is to come next episode. Well, 6 games in the month of December, so we'll split the month in half. We will have West Ham, Southampton and Liverpool next episode, and then we will have the end of December after that. So guys, if you have enjoyed this episode, make sure you pop a like on there for me, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you in the next one.